So at the JPMorgan Chase Foundation, we work with a number of community development financial institutions, or CDFIs, across the country. In Chicago, we have several very strong partners, such as Community Investment Corps, Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, and Chicago Community Loan Fund. We work with them on grants to help them really deploy capital in innovative ways in our neighborhoods.
Since 1984, our primary program has been financing multifamily housing. When the real estate crash occurred, it particularly affected the low-income areas the most. One of the segments of the housing stock that was most affected was these single families and two flats. We call them the 1 to 4s, and they're integral parts of the neighborhood.
The Chicago Community Loan Fund has been working on the front lines in many of Chicago's most disinvested communities for a number of years. Our company has evolved from focusing primarily on housing to being much more of a comprehensive community development financial services company where we're working in multiple asset classes. We were starting to recognize that we needed to work smarter together to keep our communities that have been devastated by the foreclosure crisis from tipping in the wrong direction.
These properties need a quick acquisition source, and that's something that we were able to provide and scale up. And the reason why we stepped into 1 to 4 is because we received the Chase funding, and now we realize that it's a section of our organization that's here to stay.
In this case here on Claremont, we've bought 3 houses that were vacant and boarded up, and so we've remodeled those and giving families kind of that American dream of a nice, safe place to live.
We are a loan fund that makes single-family mortgage loans and rehab loans to homeowners. One way we used the money was to make a special kind of rehab loan. Some of it was for existing homeowners so that they can be part not just of building their own financial wealth, but also of strengthening their block and really adding to a strong civic fabric for the neighborhood.
The neighborhood, I've been living here for 40 years, so the neighborhood great for me. This is my first time buying property, so they walked me through it every step of the way, from getting a loan, to getting a contractor, to purchasing the building, and then on and then on.
We also appreciate that through this initiative, we've learned new lending techniques and new technical assistance, and we're better equipped to do that now so that we can help create communities where people thrive.
We know the program's a success simply because of the numbers we've generated. We had a goal of about 300 units, and we're over 600. And the money that we've leveraged, that $5 million grant that they gave, has generated $40 million and more of reinvestment in neighborhoods, and this will keep going forward.
We continue to invest in neighborhoods across the country, and we look back to this partnership as an example of everyone coming to the table with their expertise, their products, their resources, and making a real impact.